what's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx, and today is day one of the advent of holiday gaming. So, we're looking at live streaming 24 straight days, various games. Tonight we're starting off with Clans of Caledonia, designed by Juma Al-Juju, I think is how you say it, and published by Karma Games. I'm your host, Edward Euler. Happy to be joined by a familiar cast of folks.
Amanda Euler.
Sweathole Mike.
Matt McChesney.
All right, so as you can see, we have the Advent tree up over my left shoulder. So tonight, night one. So as next 24 days, we're going to have 24 straight days of live streaming, and we'll see what kind of shape we are in at the end of it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks everybody who's joining us live around the world, as well as everybody afterwards, as we tackle this crazy challenge that we, for some reason, decided, oh, this sounds like a good idea. So hey, so it should be a lot of fun. So let's go make some whiskey, shall we?
Let's do it.
Well, and other resources, I guess, as it were.
Cheese and such.
So just a reminder for those that are new to this, I'm going to take the extra cameras and the chat down during the teach, and then after everything's done, I'll bring it back up, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Cool? Cool. All right, so let's get into it.
I've got to buy an ugly sweater now.
That's a fair point. You really, really do.
Oh,
all right. All right. So in Clans of Caledonia, players represent unique historical clans competing to produce trade and export agricultural goods, as well as the tried and true whiskey. So we're going to start off with a board overview. So you have the main board, as you can see here. You have land hexes with a cost in each of them. These little coins in each of them denote an additional cost for whenever we place our workers and factories out there. In the corners, there are 4 port bonus tiles. At the very top, we have the clan tiles and randomly assigned starting tiles. We'll select a clan before the game starts, so we have those 5 up here. Then we have the market board over here. As we buy and sell goods from the supply, the market's going to adjust for each respective good, either up or down, depending on scarcity. Then we have the export good, or the export board, which has a glory or victory point track around the outside. It goes up to 30, but there are little bonus markers that 30, 60 on the other side. Then we have export contracts in these 8 spaces. One's removed just for an example. Have the turn order track right here, and then the end of round scoring tiles, which were randomly chosen before as I was setting the game up. So then on the player boards, here's my player board. So you guys are going to be able to see everybody's player board on the main camera, and then there's going to be mine here just as a close-up for when I'm teaching. All right. So you have different resources out here which represent herds of animals, dairies, bakeries, fields, and distilleries. Then we have woodcutters, and we have miners here. We have the merchant track, the shipping track, and then the 2 technology tiles here. And last but not least, we have an export contract box right here. So the game takes place over 5 rounds. We're going to use these scoring tiles to denote what round we're in, with each round broken down into the same 4 phases. There's going to be a small end of round scoring based on the tile at the end of the round, then a massive scoring at the end of the game. And that's going to be completed contracts, remaining goods, money, and whoever has the most settlements. If you're familiar with Terra Mystica, this game is going to feel very familiar in many ways. So the 4 phases are a preparation phase, is a reset phase that we're going to skip in the first round. Then there's an action phase, which is the meat of the game, where we're going to take an indeterminate amount of single actions, alternating in turn order until all the players pass. To pass, you're going to select the first available order. So if you pass first, you will become the first player in the next round. Then there's a production phase. Units that the players have on the game board out here are going to produce goods and income. Then there's a scoring phase where, like I said, we're going to get victory points based on these end of round tiles. So now we're going to go over the 4 phases in detail. We're going to talk about the preparation phase at the end because we don't do it in the first round. Just remember that it actually comes first each round. So we're just going to jump straight into the action phase. So in turn order, so we're going to randomize this here, but in turn order, each player must take 1 action. There's a choice of 8 actions, which sounds like a lot, but it's actually rather simple. And honestly, it's pretty intuitive. There's a really good player aid right here that we can use that I may actually keep here on the camera, but you guys will actually be able to figure this out, that it becomes very intuitive once we get started. So the first action that you can take is a trade action. This is one way to acquire goods and get rid of excess goods for money. So we're going to be talking about the market board up here. So each merchant or wooden cube allows you to buy a single good of a single type. So to begin the game, everybody has 2 merchants or wooden cubes, merchants, available, with the ability to acquire 5 more as the game goes on. So in one action, a player can buy or sell a single type of good, meaning I could place any number, if I wish, of cheese, or merchants out here, to say I want to purchase cheese. Wherever the existing marker is, that's how much I pay per merchant, so per item. It's important to note that you buy a single good of a single type with 1 merchant, meaning I put 1 merchant out, I can buy 1 thing. If I put a second merchant out, it must be of the same type, meaning if he's buying cheese, they both must buy cheese, and that allows me to buy 1 of each, or 1 per merchant. The same goes if I were to place it down here for selling, same process works. So you're going to pay the indicated cost, you're going to get the resources from the supply, and then you're going to adjust the price marker number of steps equal to the number of goods. So if I bought 2, I would pay 20 bucks or 20 pounds Scottish sterling. Go with it. So then that would move up 2 spots like that. It's important to note your merchants are going to remain in the market until the beginning of the next round. And lastly, there is no arbitrage, meaning in the same round, if I have bought cheese, I then cannot sell cheese for 12 apiece, even though I bought it at 10. So you can't have merchants down selling as well as buying in the same round. Any questions on that?
Just for the same commodity.
Correct. So I could have bought cheese in 1 action, then it becomes my turn again after everybody else. We go through turn order, then maybe I want to buy milk or sell milk. That's legit. Or if I wanted to buy milk, that would be fine as well. Okay? Good to go? All right. So since we're talking about merchants, the second action is hiring a merchant. So this is how you can get more merchants. Really easy. As I mentioned, everybody's going to start with 2, and then you can, in 1 action, pay $4 or 4 pounds British sterling to acquire 1 extra. You take from the left, and they actually go up in number. It shows 2 that you start with, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on and so forth. In addition to that, nope, that's it. Sorry, just kidding. All right, pretty simple. $4. Get a new merchant. Next is obtaining an export contract. That's your third option. If you have an empty export contract box, you can purchase 1 contract. So everyone starts with 1. There may be a clan in this game, there is, that offers you a second export contract box, meaning you can have 2. If this is ever full, you cannot get another contract. This contract will never go away unless you complete this contract. Okay? So you're allowed 1 contract per empty export contract box. Pretty simple. All right. So how do you do this? The cost of the contract is going to be determined by the actual round that we're in. So at the beginning of the game, in the first round, you actually get paid to take a contract. You get paid $5. Then the second round, 0, Third, you start paying 5, 10, and 15 respective for every contract that you select. So if I take this in the first round, I would then pay $5 to the supply, or I'm sorry, I would get $5 from the supply or from the bank, and then I have a contract. Again, I want to drive this point home. You can never get rid of a contract unless you fulfill it. Make sense? More on contracts and fulfilling them here in a little bit. So the next step is expanding. So this is how you're going to place these pieces out on the main board out here. When they're out here, they're going to either produce money or resources for you during the production phase. Hence, production. That makes sense, right? So, what are the prerequisites to be able to place out here? First and foremost, it must be adjacent or within shipping distance of any of your own units. So for instance, if we're looking, I'm playing white this tonight, as you guys can see from the bottom of the screen. So we're going to look at this guy. My options to be able to place adjacent to this guy are this mountain, here, 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 or here. That's adjacent. Only one unit per hex regardless of the player, meaning I can't have 2 workers out here. Bad example, let's say it's there. I can't have 2 workers there. I cannot share a hex with someone else. 1 unit per hex. So I mentioned shipping. So at the beginning of the game, everyone's shipping is going to be 0. So if I were to be adjacent to any of these, the only places available to me are this location and this location. Okay. Once my shipping has been moved up, and you'll notice that little symbol right there that shows I'm allowed to cross rivers. Once I can cross rivers, now to be able to place out here legally, I could place here, here, or in either of these 2 locations, note the river. Then, as we advance further up, we're going to be able to lock spaces will then count for adjacency. More on that in a little bit. All right. Also, it must be on the appropriate land type. So, mountains can only be miners. So, guys like this can only be miners. All right. Forest locations, say for instance this hex, can only be woodcutters. Everything else can go into a field. It's important to note woodcutters must be in a forest. Miners must be on a mountain space. They cannot be in a field. Miners and woodcutters don't have a job in a field, so it doesn't make sense, okay? So, there. Also, as far as multi-use land, take for instance this hex here. You have mountains, you have forests, and you have plains. Anything can go there because all 3 are available. Make sense? Cool. So the cost to be able to place a unit out here is whatever's printed on the board. So if I want to put out a sheep here, it's going to cost me 8 to put a sheep out. You must take from the top of the column, so I could choose any of these things, and they do not increase in cost. So a sheep here is the same cost as a sheep here. So let's say I want to put this sheep out. So that sheep will cost me $8 to put out there. And again, because my shipping is at 0, basically I could go here, 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 or here for my sheep. So let's say I choose to place it here. Well, it's $8 plus that $4 for that land usage fee. So it's going to be a total of 12 to place that out there. Any questions on that? All right. If, however, I had chosen a miner. So a miner, this one's going to cost me 10. So we're going to take this guy and put it out there. And let's say previously I had built that. And then here's my miner. So it's going to cost me 10 bucks plus 1 for a total of $11. The moment I expand into a territory or a hex that is adjacent to another player's unit, I get a neighborhood bonus, meaning not across a river. So if on my turn instead I had done something like this, notice that river. If I just place this sheep there, I am across a river from Red or from Matt. That means I do not get a neighborhood bonus, even if I have the shipping capability. Neighborhood bonus is only for when directly adjacent, meaning across land tiles. So getting back to our example, I place this miner out there, I pay the money. Well, I immediately get 2 neighborhood bonuses here. So that means I can pay, or I can purchase from the market either or both of these goods, a maximum of 3 goods each, and it shows this right here for $3 less each good. So as long as I have the merchants available, so at the beginning of the game, if I've used my 2 merchants to go there, I don't have any merchants, I cannot make use of the neighborhood bonus. It's wasted. The game has no memory. You must take advantage of it immediately. But indulge me, let's say I had another merchant, I could then purchase whiskey and or cheese, whatever the base cost is. So right now cheese is at 12, whiskey is at 11, minus $3 per, and I'm allowed to do that up to 3 times, provided I have merchants. The basic goods, same thing applies, except it's only a $2 discount. So if Matt, bad example, that was there when I placed this guy, indulge me, it's breaking the rules, but indulge me. Here, I could get milk from that cow, $5 minus 2, so $3, same neighborhood bonus. That makes sense? Any questions on that? Cool. All right, good. So that's neighborhood bonus. But again, it must be done immediately. If you don't have the merchants, might I suggest to plan better? All right. So that's now, we're halfway through. So that's 4 of the actions. The 5th action is upgrading shipping. Well, we already kind of covered that already. So to upgrade your shipping is just like taking a merchant. You pay $4, it goes up 1 step. 1 step, 1 step. You cannot do multiple jumps in 1 turn. It's 1 jump per turn. So pay $4 this turn. Comes back around to me. If I want to do it, I can do it again, so on and so forth. Okay? That's how you're able to cross rivers, and that's how you're able to cross locks. Locks meaning like Loch Ness. Locks. Oh, shouldn't have changed, because next we have upgrade technology. That's the 6th action. So upgrading technology just means these guys are going to be more efficient in what they do. They're going to make you more money. So to be able to upgrade, these guys are $10 a piece. When you upgrade, you choose one of them, you flip that over to their upgraded side. Because during production, on the non-upgraded side, they're going to produce $4 and $6 respectively. On the upgraded side, it's +2 for each respectively. Okay? Again, pretty simple. Next is fulfilling an export contract. So if I already had this contract, and let's say I had those 2 cheese already from a previous production, or maybe I went to the market as shown here to be able to purchase that. Well, fulfilling a contract's really simple. Discard the matching goods that are on the left side of the contract and get the stuff that's on the right side of the contract. All right, so this says I need to discard 1 mutton. Let me show this as the example. I would need to discard 1 mutton and 2 cheese. Well, I have the 2 cheese here, easy enough. However, if you have to pay mutton or cheese, that means you have to, if you have to if you have to discard mutton or beef, beef means you have to pull them off the board. So to fulfill this contract, I have to pull a sheep off the board. That sheep now comes back onto my board so I can rebuild him, if you will, make him faster, stronger.
Dang it. I was just how you're going to make him stronger, faster, better.
So then I would have to pay all the associated fees to put him back out there. But I've now completed this contract. Okay? So now you get rewards for the right side of the contract. So let's cover a few things that can happen with the contract. So looking only at the right side of each contract now, this covers most of the things that you can get. So coins, pretty self-explanatory. You immediately get your coins. There could be a bonus upgrade action. Well, you see the little pencil right there on paper. There's a pencil here, and a pencil for these upgraded actions. So to get a merchant, it's free. You just take a merchant. No money's paid. Shipping upgrade, easy. You just get a shipping upgrade. However, to upgrade either of the technologies, then it's going to cost you. All right. So what is it going to cost you? Well, you see the pencil and the paper right there. It's small, but I think you guys can make it out. It's $5. It's a discount of $5. Okay, so it still costs you money, even though it's a free, quote unquote, bonus upgrade. Also, there are import goods. So there are 3 different types of import goods. There are tobacco, there are cotton, so tobacco, cotton, and then there's sugar cane that looks like that. So anytime you get that, so if I were to get back to the original contract that I completed, 3 sugar cane. Well, we come back out on the board, we find the sugar cane, and it goes up on the board for 3, because it was 3 on the actual sugar cane itself. The reason that matters is because if at the end of the game, these are going to be worth victory points for each one of the good that you have based on scarcity. So the lower it is on the track, the more it's going to be worth. It'll be worth $5 each, or 5 points, 4 points, 3 points for the most common. All right. Also, anytime it passes one of these markers, which is on the 5, 10, 15, 20, so on and so forth, anytime you're the one that pushes it up past that, equal to or past it, you're going to get $1 for it, because that's why. And last but not least,
Because I said.
there are hops. Hops are just worth 1 victory point at the end of the game. That's all they do. That's all. We'll count them up at the end of the game. All right. It's important to note that contracts never need grain, nor do they ever need milk. So these 2 resources will never show up on any of these contracts. Okay? I'll be honest, I've played the game a number of times. Never occurred to me. I knew that, but it never occurred to me. The last action is the most complex. Pass. I'm done. That's it. So once you pass, though, seriously, you're done taking actions for the rest of the phase, and that's all she wrote.
And you get some money for passing out.
Correct. So wherever you pass, you're going to get $16 to $10 respectively. Now, the only thing I haven't talked about with actions are these port bonuses. So in all 4 corners of the board, there are these little bonus tiles. So if at any point you can reach it via shipping, again, reminder, shipping. So if my shipping were at 2, for instance, and I had gone there, actually my shipping would only need to be at 1. If you can reach this hex there, then you qualify to use the port bonus. Now, every player has 4 little port bonus tokens here. At any point, as your action, or is to help with your action, you can take the action that's on there. So for instance, get 10 money. That's useful. Select 3 contracts randomly and choose one and keep it, and then pay the respective cost and get $5. And we'll go over those in a little bit, but they're one-time use. Once you've taken that, you put your marker on there to show, oh, hey, I've done that. I can't do that again. It's once per game per player. We good? All right. So that brings us to production. The production phase is really, really simple. Everybody now receives resources and income based on what's on the board. So in this case, we're going to look out here. So I would get 1 wool, I would get 1 milk, and then I would get money for my 3, actually, let's make it legit. There we go. So we have a woodcutter and 2 miners. So here's what this would look like. I would get a wool and a milk. Then I would get, this being the upgraded side, I would get $6 for my woodworker or woodcutter, and then I would get $12 total for all my miners. So it'd be a total of $16 there, plus those 2 resources. Okay, so you get your basic resources. However, and I don't have an example set up for this, but I think you guys will be able to handle this. If at any point you have, say, a cheese factory out on the board, this cow that produced this milk, I then can turn in this milk for 1 cheese. You see the arrows right there that show milk turns into cheese. Grain, which costs $18 to put out on the board, can either become bread or whiskey. When you get a grain, when it produces, grain produces 2 grain. So you could get 1 of each. Because I only have 1 distillery, I could not take both grain and make 2 whiskey in that case. That makes sense? So, however, if I had that, then I could take the 2 grain that I get and either make 1 bread or 1 whiskey, or 2 whiskey, or I could keep 1 as grain or both as grain to be able to sell or use for other stuff later. Make sense? All right, that's producing. After the first round or 2, we're going to save time, and once a player is passed, they're going to just go ahead and produce because it saves time. Okay. Then we go into the scoring phase. So each of these tiles, we're going to score it. So whatever it says at the top, you get that many victory points or glory points at the bottom of it. That's it. Then the next round begins, and now I'll explain the preparation phase, which is really simple. We're just going to flip this tile to show that we've done it. Refill the export board. Any remaining contracts stay there. We just fill in empty spots. And then we're going to take our merchants back. And that's it. Rinse and repeat. At the end of 5 rounds, we're going to go into the game end. Game end, it has a little score sheet that looks a lot like this. I'll show you guys it here. So we're going to score for all those different categories. So whatever your victory points were at the end of the regulation or at the end of the 5th round, you're going to get a point for every basic resource, 2 points for every upgraded resource. You're going to get 1 point for every $10 left over, a point for every hop, and then the 3 imported goods, the cotton, the tobacco, and sugarcane for each one that's on your contract. So whichever's the most rare, if sugarcane were the most rare, it'd be 5 points apiece. I have 3 sugarcane, that'd be 15 points as an example. Then whoever has the most contracts, they're going to score 12 points. Second place is going to get 6. And then last but not least, and this is the only real potentially confusing thing about scoring, is the settlement bonus. So the settlement bonus is exactly like Terra Mystica. So in this case, if, let's say I had this is 1 settlement because it's all grouped together and not separated by a river.
Okay.
However, because this river separates them, that's 1 settlement here. This is a 2nd settlement. That makes sense? If I then had a lock movement or shipping movement of 1, now this is adjacent to this, which is adjacent to this, because I have that, I can cross a river and I can cross 1 lock, right? So I have 1 settlement, I have 2 settlements, I now have 3 settlements. And we're going to use these markers right here that are all stacked up, and we're all going to start at 2 realistically to score that. And that's going to be 18, 12, and 6 points respectively for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Whoever has the most points wins. That's Clans of Caledonia. I think I pretty much covered everything except for the individual clans that we have and how to start the game. So we'll go ahead and reset our boards now, and I'll talk about what we're going to do to start the game. So we're going to randomize turn order. Mike, since you don't have any pieces out here, if you would randomize turn order, sir.
I'd be happy to, lad.
And I'll go ahead and bring up the cameras and everything now. And Peanut Gallery, do you guys have any questions? Move that carefully. There we go. Cool.
Oh, look at that. Black is going first. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but that means Black is also going to select a clan last. So how this works is we're supposed to put out 1 clan for every, per player plus 1, so 4 players, i.e. 5 clans, and we'll go over the clans here momentarily. All right, so give me them in alphabetical order, guys.
Clan Cunningham.
All right,
Oh,
so
y'all are going to get so tired of this.
actually Buchanan's first. So Buchanan, so they have an extra export contract spot. So you can obtain 1 or 2 contracts in 1 turn. If you obtain just 1 contract, though, per turn, you pay the regular cost of the current round. If you get 2 contracts, you pay the cost only once instead of twice, which is really lucrative when they start costing $15 a piece. So instead of paying 30, you're paying 15 to get 2. So the game recommends focusing on contracts later because it's cheaper for you, more expensive for everybody else. Cool? Any question? Also, I should note, because you get $5 for contracts in the first round, you get it once.
Okay.
If you take it, if you take a contract in turn 1 of the first round and just take one contract, you get $5. If you wait until it's your turn again, then you would get another $5. But if you take 2 in the same action in the first round, you only get $5. That makes sense? Okay, cool. So that's there. What's next?
Aye. Now we're down to Clan Cunningham.
All right, so you produce butter out of milk. At the end of production, you can discard any number of milk tokens for $8 a piece.
Wow.
So basically, don't turn them into cheese, because you can turn them into a whole lot of money. Next.
Clan Ferguson.
Yeah, this is going to last during this, and that's it. All right, so whenever you place initial workers, everyone's going to be able to place 2 workers, except Clan Ferguson. They get to place 3. However, they only can start them on the outside border, meaning the outside border of the board. Okay? Also, they start with the shipping at level 2, and like I said, it's shipping level 3 in a 4-player game. And like I said, they get to place an extra worker. That's it. So woodcutter or miner. Next.
Clan McKinsey.
All right. So McKinsey. Oh, these are the whiskey producers. So anytime they produce whiskey, they immediately get $3. You see that in the top left corner? If you would point, Vanna. Thank you. $3 every time they produce a whiskey. If you wish, when you produce a whiskey, you can put a whiskey barrel on the far left side. Every production, it will advance 1 spot. A lot like Vinos.
Yes.
And then at any point, you can remove that whiskey barrel and get whatever money is on top of it. Say you spend it for, say, that export contract. Or you want to sell it. There you go. So that's what they do. Last one.
Clan Robertson.
All right, so these guys, I really like this one, is anytime you place out here on the board adjacent to a river spot, it's $3 cheaper, including negatives, meaning if you were to place out here at the 1, so if I were to place a sheep out here, so that should cost me 9, 8 for the sheep plus 1 for the land, minus $3. So I only pay $6 to place a sheep out here, as an example. There you go. In addition to that, we randomly, maybe not so randomly, selected each clan. Also, this is what their starting resources will be. So for instance, Robertson will get 2 milk, a whiskey, and 55 cash. Cool? So in reverse turn order, we're going to select one of those.
Well, I feel like I would be remiss and very bad on my heritage if I did not select Clan Ferguson, seeing as that's where I come from.
Yes, fair point. So Amanda gets that. So what are your starting resources?
A milk, a bread, a wool, and 55 money.
All right, so you got the bank. And if you guys would push the bank all the way to the right. Thanks. All right, so I am next. I like all of these. But you know what? We're going to produce some milk. Yep, so let me have Clan Cunningham. So I will put them there. So I start with, and you guys are going to play along with me here on the close-up. So I start with 1 wheat, 1 wool, 1 whiskey, and $55. So if you guys can give me the money, please. Next is Matt.
And similar to Amanda, I will take Clan McKinsey because it is very close to McChesney. So.
And once we've selected our starting tiles, those can go away. So, Mike, you have last licks, but in 2 choices.
Aye, and a fine 2 choices they are. I'll take Clan Robertson.
Actually, hold on. The
And
guys
dwell
are
by the
correcting me.
river.
It's a river delta space. I apologize. So it's only a space that is adjacent to a river that flows into a loch. So this space would, so for instance, these would not over here because it's not doesn't flow into a loch. So it would be here, 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 etc. That makes sense?
we
Four
can
of
work
those
with that.
spaces
There
are
you go.
good.
Okay, cool.
And where we
Good
come
catch,
from
John.
in Scotland, we call it a loch.
Gonna have to wipe up the board.
Right. All right, get rid of the last clan. Not in the game. Also, this is the first player marker, or, you know, come on. We got our challenge going for a reason. Not that we really need it, but still. All right. So, in reverse order, we took our clans. Now, in turn order, we're going to, if you guys ever do fantasy drafts, we're going to snake draft, placing 2 workers out on the board, except in the case of Amanda, she's going to place 3. So we're going to go in this order for the first one, that order for the second one, and then Amanda places her 3rd last. There's no restrictions other than they can't be in a place that you can't legally place it. That's it. And except for Amanda, who her borders, remember. All right? Cool. So, yeah, I see you guys placing bets. You know, we got to get one of you guys to keep track of who's placing bets on what.
Somebody earlier wanted to know if you were trying to blend into the game.
No, these are the new... All right, hold on. It's the new heavy cardboard shirts. And this is going to be one of the ones I wear at cons. Pretty visible, was my thinking. So, yeah, see? New swag here at the store. All right. All right, anyway.
So we select any
Any
of our
spot.
units.
Oh, no,
No, just
workers.
the workers.
So meaning either woodcutters over in the top or miners.
Very well.
And again, remember, they have to go, if they're woodcutters, they have to go in wood locations, etc. And you will have to pay for them, including placement bonuses, in which your clan is then going to come into play.
Reset
And-
cheese.
What?
Reset
Oh,
cheese
good
on the
call.
board.
And also, Mike, will you get your clan and put it next to your board somewhere so folks can see it? You got tons of room up there. There you go. Cool. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. I like it, thank you. I do have more tame colors, but I figure if we're going to start this out, start with the lime green. There's an earthquake, apparently.
Yes. Fault lines, not just between the clans.
It's not Clans of Krakatoa. That'd be a different game.
So $11 minus 3.
Minus 3.
There you go, so $8. All right, so Matt, you're up. By the way, Franny, I got your message. I've been crazy busy today. We'll talk later, okay?
Okay, so it's 6 and 1 for 7.
And I am up next.
Take 7 out of that.
You'll be getting 18.
So since I need a lot of pasture land for all my cows that are going to be out there producing milk, I'm thinking we're looking up here for my first one. Gives me lots of options of pasture land up here. So that's going to cost me, it's a mountain, a miner. So miners cost 10 plus 1 for the placement. So that's going to be $11. 14 back, please. And Amanda, you place 2 back to back.
Okay. So this is a little difficult seeing as I can only start on the edges.
That is a
So,
good choice.
Okay. I'm going to get 1 of each. And I'm going to place my miner here because it's got a little bit of
Mountain.
mountain on it, and my woodcutter there. So that's 8, 18, 24.
Yep. She says with confidence.
Not really. Okay, so that's
All right,
all of
so
mine.
now back to me. Now, I could make a case for putting both my guys kind of in the same area, but I'm learning as I play more that I want to have them distant enough to where they're different settlements, however close enough to where they can kind of work together. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take a woodcutter here. So that's going to cost me a total of 6 for him. And We'll go ahead and start him there for a total of $8. There. Now, obviously, we're using poker chips. We're not using the money in the game.
I start at +3 shipping, so they let me know.
Okay,
So I
cool.
did it.
Good call. Benjamin, email me and I'll take care of it. I'll try and figure it out on my end. Okay. We don't, Tiago. I don't have the middle coins. We weren't Kickstarter backers. This is a review copy. So sorry. And Tony says, as the resident Scotsman this evening, I get to choose who wins. Who wins?
It's
And he
Matt.
says he chooses Matt. I hope.
Huh?
Yeah.
Where am I gonna
What are you thinking?
go? I'm thinking cheap mountain real estate.
Okay.
No, that's not mountain.
Cheap mountain. There's a cheap mountain.
Yeah, it's there, 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 and there, and there. But that's a little too close. That's a little, and these are a little too far away. That's a little.
Okay,
yeah,
Goldilocks.
We'll go there.
That's
that seems just right. So there's 11.
All right, so I'm thinking about that mutually self-supporting business, and all I'm seeing is 5 here. That just seems a bit on the expensive side.
I think it's totally reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Lots and lots of 5s, right where I want to be.
What's he talking about?
Oh yeah. What they're saying is you have one settlement if you're going to start right
Yeah,
next to each
yeah.
other. You sure you want to do
Yes.
that? Okay. All right. So Amanda will actually start at 1. The rest of us likely
Well, no,
are going to be.
I'll have another one.
Actually, she will probably be at 2. That's a good point.
Let's have him right there.
Wow, that's angry. That's
Yep.
aggressive. All right.
9, I believe.
Actually, that's 12. Yes, 9 minus your 3. I won't question you. Sorry, sir. Squirrel, you're up.
He's a
Last one.
doctor. You shouldn't question him.
That's right. So it occurred to me when we were playing Wildcatters at BGG Con that I was playing Wildcatters against 2 doctors and a doctoral candidate. I finished 3rd. I'm happy with that. I'm good with that. You know, dumb Marine against these smart dudes, including Dr. Sweater Mike.
Let's go over here. So that would be 11.
All right, so now we are officially, everyone starts at 2 settlements. Now, we're not going to babysit this the entire game. Probably starting in round 4 and 5, we'll start looking at it more. But just to give you an idea and to over-explain a little, I have 2 settlements. They're right there. 2 settlements for Mike, 2 for Matt. This is 1 for Amanda and a second one for Amanda. So we all start with our settlements at 2. Cool? Good to go? All right. So now everyone's paid for their workers and our land cost for all this. We're ready to begin. So Mike, you have 8 options for your turn. He's looking at contracts.
I blunted me pick on the contracts last game. I'll not make that mistake a second time.
So if you guys are not at 1080p 60, try if your internet will support it. I would recommend it so that everything's crystal clear for you guys. Okay.
Yeah, Mike's accent sounds way better at 1080p.
Fair point, Eric. I suppose so. I guess we're all technically at 1 right now
Because they don't connect.
because they don't connect. That's fine. That's fair. There we go. So I'm just going to put them right here. It's going to
All
get a little
right.
cluttered early.
I will obtain 1 contract. This one.
So you get $5 from the bank. Red.
Oh.
Jeez.
Get $5 from the bank. I am anti-cheese. So who's whiskey person?
I'm a whiskey person.
Oh, really? You want cheese instead of whiskey?
Hmm.
Huh. Really? I do start with a whiskey. Do I really want to be a sheeple? I really don't.
But
you know what? Let's just go ahead and start getting our cow game going. So we're going to go ahead, go here. So it's going to be 9 for the cow, and it's going to be 1 for the placement for a total of 10. Done. I'll start a bank here.
All right, so now it's me.
Yep.
Let's do a contract. I would like the bottom left one, please.
Here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Get $5 from the bank, and we start back over. Mike. Meh.
Sheep, 12, no discount, paid.
Matt. So you guys can see turns should, in theory, go quickly.
2 merchants, 2 cheese.
$20. And adjust, take your 2 cheese, literally. And adjust the market.
Thanks, Morton.
That's awesome. All right, so while I have the money, ooh, that's expensive. So I'm looking at, well, okay, so I'm looking at putting a field out here maybe. I'm also considering putting out more cows because they're going to get me more money. And I'm looking, there's nothing here that requires stake. So the cows are going to just sit there and produce for me, produce money, but that's about it. So, but the fields are $18 a piece, so that's really, really expensive to be able to put them out there. Because I'm thinking about maybe trying to get whiskey production going as well. But you know what? I'm getting milk here, so let's go ahead and focus on that then. So I will get another cow out there, which is going to be another $9. And go there for 12. 12 back, please. Squirrel. Thanks, sir.
So this is strictly meeples that I can only put on the edges. Yes?
No, not any. It's just that was your starting.
That's
it.
what, okay. That's all that matters. Okay.
And I will double check because now I'm paranoid. Initial workers.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
All 3 must be on the border. That's
Okay.
it. Which that's going to be beneficial for Amanda for that at the end of the game because she's already got 4.5 points worth. So. Jose asks, is the upper left corner $10? It is actually. That's good for Ferguson, they said. Which, oh yeah,
Okay, so
that's yeah.
my shipping, is that why?
Well, just because you start on the border anyways, in theory. But I suppose we ought to list what those are. So that one in the top right is when you complete a contract, an export contract, you can negate 1 beef or 1 mutton on a contract. Okay, and then this one is before you go take a market action or a trade action, you can move 1 good plus or minus 3 on the track in either direction, and then go shopping. Okay.
All right, I'm going to place a sheep for
Yeah, it has to be
9.
adjacent. Yeah, Jim, I would say about 2 hours.
See, that guy
It's
there
going,
would be adjacent.
Would he be adjacent?
Because you got the shipping for it. Yeah.
Aye.
yeah.
Okay. then I'll put
Yep.
it
So,
later.
okay, so this is now adjacent, and that's now a second settlement for Amanda. Because she can go through, her shipping's there. There you go. Cool. All right.
Black.
And yeah, oh, hey, we got a new patron.
Thanks.
Yay. Let's see who it is.
Thank
Reed
you.
McGregor.
That's-
that seems appropriate.
Seems very
McGregor.
appropriate
Reed McGregor!
during the Clans of Caledonia stream. That seems
all
about right to
awesome.
me.
Thank you, Reed.
Thank you.
So we have our alert like that blinks green when we get a new patron. So thanks a lot, Reed. To get back to what I was saying though, The stream's going to take longer than 2 hours. The stream always takes longer than it normally does when we're off stream. But yeah, about 2 hours. About 30 minutes a player, I think, is a fair ballpark.
So fulfilling an export contract
Uh-huh.
comes before production?
It's one of your 8 available actions. Once you pass, that's it. You're done for the round. Then you go into production.
So
Right,
yes.
Okay.
Production is after contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. All
Yeah,
right,
me and
after
Dana-
actions.
Me and Dana knocked out a 2-player game of this about an hour and 45.
Okay, for first game for her.
For
right?
her, yeah.
Okay.
So I had
All
to teach
right.
it. But
Yeah.
Clan Robertson cannot cross rivers yet, so I think we'll remedy that, lad.
So $4 done. Red.
I think I'll go ahead and complete this contract.
All right. Folks can't see it.
Oh,
So 2 cheese. The end.
Yeah.
So what do you
Well,
get?
that was easy.
$8.
Okay. I'll let the banker handle
And
that.
the sugar cane goes up 1.
Okay. So now sugar cane is the most common, so that would be worth 3 points at the end of the game for every sugar cane in the game, which right now are on completed export contracts. And then 5 points at the end of the game for the hops because they're a point apiece. Cool. All right, so my turn. I think I will at this point go ahead and take a contract because it's free money and I'm already halfway home. I think. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take this one. So there, so $5 from the bank. It just requires 2 whiskey. I already have 1 whiskey. Easy enough. Cool.
All right.
No worries, Icarus.
I am. What am I gonna do?
We'll start a little bank over here for us.
Let's.
Cabralicus is asking for you people to explain yourselves better during your turns. Sheesh.
My bad, Cabralica. Sorry.
If my first
Thanks
and
for
second turns weren't fairly obvious, I got a thing for 2 cheese. I bought 2 cheese. I then completed the contract for 2 cheese. What more do you want?
What more do you want from us, people? So I am gonna put out a cheese factory,
Okay.
and those cost $8. So with my shipping,
But you could go 2 blocks apart.
go
so
here,
you could
right?
go as far as that, yes.
so then
Nice haul, Rob.
8, 9, 10.
All right.
So let's do that for the rest of my money.
All right.
Right there.
Okay. Now, I want to point out that if Red had his shipping at 1 that is still not adjacent for Amanda, even though she wouldn't get anything for a neighborhood bonus for people, but that's still, it has to be directly adjacent, okay?
Let's back to the black team. All right, Cabralicus. I'm seeing 3 wool here on me contract and only 1 sheep on the board. Let's remedy that. Cross the river. 12 minus 3. Generally 9.
Generally.
Can you believe that he goes to Gen Con and is in character for a whole week?
Yeah, that's weird.
I think I can believe it.
Matt?
12 solid hours less.
That's awesome.
Apologies to any real Scotsmen out there too, by the way.
Yeah, Tony hasn't yelled to say stop yet, so there's that. And by Tony, it's Cockbongo is his username, but his real name's Tony. So,
Have enough change.
so what are you doing?
I am putting out some wheat. 15,
18.
16, 17, 18, 19.
All right, that is $19 worth of wheat.
That'll spendthrift.
All right, so I'm at $18. I do. So my thinking here is I have a contract here that requires 2 whiskey. If I were to purchase whiskey, it would cost me $11. Well, the contract gives me 10, so basically all I'm doing it is for the other points, and that seems a little bit wasteful. So, all right, here's what we're gonna do.
Thanks.
Oh, another patron. All right, awesome.
Thank you,
We're on a
Ben
roll.
Montgomery.
All right, welcome, Ben. All right, so I am going to go ahead. Oh, by the way, my shipping should have started at 0. I forgot to reset it. So I'm going to actually $4 to up my shipping 1. So get a buck change. Done. Yeah, give me that back. Give me actually some so we can make our own bank over here. Thanks. All right. So Amanda, you're up.
Well, I have no more money, and I cannot complete my contract yet, so I shall pass and get $16.
Okay. Don't produce yet. We'll walk everybody through
Yeah,
it for the
that's
first
fine.
turn. All right, Black.
Black has decided to walk toward this nice bonus over here.
And
14.
that might be
That might be 600.
that might be number 600. It's a little hard to figure that out on the first because that's when all the patron payments come through. So if people quit or
Or
they
they're-
need to fix their credit
Yeah.
card or anything, so in theory, we'll let you know tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll have a better idea on how many we have.
Well, welcome, Ben. I'm glad that the Advent made you want to join, so thank you very much.
All right,
we hope
awesome.
You,
Yay.
we hope you like it here. We like it here.
Red.
Yep, another contract for me. Just kind of trying to figure out which one. Cheese, or cheese. Lots of cheese.
I suggest some cheddar.
Since I put some wheat, let's go ahead and also get the one with the wheat-based product on it,
I.e. bread.
bread. So I will take another 5.
Okay. Did I take my 5 when I took my contract? I did.
Yeah.
I did get it. Okay, cool. Speaking of which, it's now me. So I'm at 14.
Tonight, James Doohan will be played by Sweater Mike.
Aye.
Beam me up, Scotty. In a really bad accent.
All right. So we're gonna keep going cows. So we're gonna go ahead and get another 9 here. And because I should point out, I now have river crossing there, so we're good to go there. So 9 and 3 makes for 12. And I got a bank over here. Also, now my settlement is technically at 2, since the river separates my settlement. Okay, cool.
So, question. What can I do with this milk? I can sell it. I can't use it to ever complete a contract.
Correct.
And I can't use it to build cheese. Correct?
Yeah,
Because
oh,
only
you can.
produced
No,
milk?
you can. Once you have a cheese factory out on the board, at the end of production, you can convert 1 milk per cheese factory into straight cheddar.
Hence why I made a cheese factory.
Because Amanda has some bovine moo
Breast
juice.
milk.
Yes. Nope, it's not next Friday.
Nope.
Next Friday, our first Glory to Rome session. That's going to be fun.
Aye. There will be much fun to be had.
Words will be said.
The words that we do not say on normal streams will be said. Likely.
Indeed. My turn then. Selling me whiskey. Not like a real Scotsman, to be sure.
Yeah, you're not drinking it, so.
Okay. So $11 out of the bank. All right. So Red, you're up.
On that note, I will be building a whiskey distillery.
Everyone's a critic, Rob.
Some place. Interesting. Yeah, why not? 10, 13 for right there.
All
I
right.
don't
Well,
know.
we get our first neighborhood.
I can't buy any cheese. I don't have any more.
But go ahead and explain what that would let you do.
Yes. So since I placed it here, I'm adjacent to her cheese factory. I could then use my neighborhood bonus to buy cheese. I could buy it for 9. I wouldn't have enough money, nor do I have a merchant. I've already used them all up.
There you go.
But 10, so 2 back here.
Not yet, John. It's early. We got a couple hours to go.
I know one, because I'd never seen that movie.
I've tried. She fell asleep every time we
I
try and
don't
watch it.
like
Not my
old,
fault.
gory movies.
All right, so I'm up. I'm gonna sell my wool, I think, to be able to. Yes, I'm gonna sell my wool there, So wool is currently going for $4, so that takes one of my 2 merchants. So that'll drop that. I get $4 from the bank, and I'm done.
I am too, Rob. I am actually playing my family. My clan is my family.
Is this a cheese shop?
There you go.
My poor little woodcutter's getting
7.
all boxed in
7.
over there,
It is.
lost in the woods.
Oh, we're friends.
Red?
Doesn't mean I don't like a movie. It's okay. We're still friends.
Alright.
$3. Not much else to do
You
currently.
could sell some stuff. Oh, you have no.
Oh, I could
no,
not.
no, you're $1 short.
I will go 14.
So now here's my decision right now. I could pass to get the extra $2 and to go earlier in turn order so that I would go 3rd. My other option is, now that I have enough money, I could get another merchant if need be, or I could up my shipping. All these things could wait till next turn. I only have $6.
Up your shipping.
So I'm keeping my whiskey. I could, in theory, sell my wheat, but then again, if I were to get a whiskey distillery out there, then I could turn that wheat into whiskey. So I'm going to get a ton of money from my milk here because of my clan. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't see a good reason not to just go ahead and pass right now. No, I don't. So $12 for me. Done.
Well, Clan Robertson's not done building another cheese shop. 6.
Cave Hines wants us to place the money near the player boards.
And then we'll pass for 10.
And Brian, I'm probably older than you. By that I meant like old historical gory movies. I don't like those.
Okay. All right, so we go into production now. So do it in turn order. So Amanda, go ahead and produce your stuff.
Okay, so I produce a wool, and I'm going to turn in my milk for a cheese.
And why can you turn in your milk for a cheese?
Because I have a cheese factory.
There you go. So she turns that in for cheese. Then you also get your money for your workers.
I get... It's the one on the left because I haven't upgraded it, and they don't add up together, right?
They do add up.
No, like the first guy and the
The
second
math's
guys.
already been done for you,
Yeah.
correct?
So I get $16 more.
There you go. All right, red.
All right, I get 2 wheat from that guy, one of which is going to turn into whiskey,
Weird how that happens.
and that's also going to be $3 because my whiskey's awesome. And then I get $10 for my dudes on the board,
And done.
and done.
And for me, so I'm going to get 3 milk, which I'm then going to immediately turn into $24. And then I'm going to get
Wow.
another $10, which is a total of $34 total. So that'll work. So 10, 35, minus 1. There we go. Okay.
All right then, 18 quid from the miners. 2 buckets of milk make 2 cheese. And 2 wool.
There's the wool, there's the cheese. Turns in as milk. Good. Everyone's done producing. Then, here we go. I believe that's 2 points for every dude on the board. Just double check. Yep, 2 points for each of your workers. So, all right, so,
Blue gets 6.
okay, blue, 6 points. Red,
4.
black,
6.
and white has 4 points. 2 dudes. Done. Okay, easy enough. That's production. Or, I'm sorry, that's production and scoring. Then, at the beginning of the round, we flip this over to show, hey, we're done with that round. And then we refill here and pull your merchants back. Hey, there we go. We got some meat, some wool, and bread. You guys can see them. I don't need to call them all off.
For clarity, is this once or for the rest
It's
of the
one,
game?
when you mark it, it's once. And once you've marked it, it's used for you, and that's all she wrote. All right, so new turn order there. Pull my worker back, or my merchant, and we begin. Blue, you're up.
All right, I'm going to fulfill this contract. So sugarcane goes up 3.
Okay, just set it down there.
I
All right,
get
sugar cane goes up 3.
I
Got it?
get 10 money, and I get an action.
A free
one of
upgrade.
these.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and flip the
Which
miner up.
costs you $5. All right, cool. So it's free, just not for the others. And then your contracts, Amanda, you want to start putting them out here so folks can see them. There we go. So here, we'll do like so. Actually, no, you need to see what it is for endgame scoring, so that makes sense. Okay, cool. Red, you're up.
Right. To get. First, I need to be able to cross rivers, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. $4.
£4 British sterling. Is it? Because it shows the English pounds,
It's a
right?
pound.
It is, right. So it is pounds British
They
sterling.
probably
even
weren't
though it's
very
Scottish,
happy
right?
about that.
Right, yeah. They wish it were Scottish pounds. All right, so I'm up. So what? I have a pretty good money generating engine
You
right
think?
now. I do.
Jeez.
No, not cheese. It's milk. I'm selling it for
Oh,
okay.
I do. Thanks, Siddharth.
what?
Trying to cheat and didn't turn in my goods.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. Thank you, Sitter.
Thank you.
All right. All right. So I currently can only cross rivers. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some wheat production going. So, or you know what? No, let's not, because I have that, and I'll be able to. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So $10 for the whiskey distillery. I can cross rivers. We'll go ahead and go there for a total of 13, and done.
Purchasing 1 hank of wool.
For 4.
4.
Okay, that goes up. Done.
1 wool.
Oh yeah, you probably want the wool. The antithesis of what.
I mean the Reese cups.
Yes, they really do look like that. Cockbongo says, "I think we'd rather have euros right now." All right.
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't have an upgraded.
Oh, I shouldn't. Yeah, sorry. That's from the example. That should just. I forgot to flip it back. Good catch. Good job, Trevor. You're hired.
Oh, man.
That tells me that the camera's doing its job by being zoomed
You
in,
could
that you
pick
guys
that
can
up,
see
yeah.
that. So good. Good stuff.
Shoot. I want a contract. I just don't know which one. Let's do the take this one.
I got you.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
All right. Red?
Chester Cheetah, employed by Amanda.
It ain't easy.
Being cheesy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, 4 more, and I'm gonna get another merchant.
Okay. I see no reason not to get the cow engine. Keep going with that. So I will go ahead. $9 for my last cow. Make that $13 there. So there, get 12 back. Done.
Are you milking that enough?
Oh boy, am I, for all she's worth.
I'm going to resolve this contract. 1, 2, 3 wool.
Oh, here. How about I just do this since.
Yes, you kill a cow on the board, Siddharth, to get steak. And to get lamb chops, you kill the lamb.
Mutton. Yep. Go ahead.
1 sugar cane.
All right, sugar cane goes up, which it hits that, which means you get an extra buck for being the one to trigger that. Okay.
Bonnie. 1 tech upgrade, which I'm going to...
Or merchant or shipping.
I'm
Okay.
going to upgrade this thing that I have 3 miners to get bigger bang for the buck.
Okay. That costs 5.
5.
Yep.
3 hops.
Okay. That would be a hop, skip, and a jump. Keep it face up, just know, because it's not on your export, so you know it's completed.
Done.
All right, blue.
Okay.
And while Amanda's thinking here, so the scoring tiles that are left out here. So this one is for every basic resource that you have at the end when we get to the scoring is worth a point. And for every one of the sugarcane, tobacco, and cotton that you have, you get a point on completed contracts. This one's pretty interesting. For every unit that you have on a board that is in a 5 or 6 value hex, meaning like this one, 6 value, 5 value, etc., you get 2 points for each of those. And then the scoring tile that Amanda should obliterate us on is for every 2 units that you have on an edge space, for every 2, you get 3 points. Okay, cool.
All right. I am gonna place a moo cow for 10.
Okay, and that is adjacent again because she has shipping. Okay. Red? Oh, that was a pretty good cow. No, that sounds sick.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
I'm from
it-
Texas. It sounds like a cow.
Huh, that's the qualifier. I'm from Texas,
Yeah.
so obviously I can make a cow sound.
Thank
Cow
you.
noise.
Yes.
Things are happening.
Things and stuff.
There are things afoot,
Pistons are firing.
and 8.
Things are afoot, hoof, foot, mouth. No? All right, never mind. The hops, Rob, are actually just worth 1 victory point at the end of the game, so they're just points. That's it. So he doesn't get hops. There are no hops to get.
5 and 8,
13.
13. 2
And
back, and I can buy a cheese if I want.
Can I buy a
Because-
bread?
no, you didn't place it. He placed it. That's the key. So because he put this here, even though he triggered it earlier, he triggers it again because he placed adjacent. So now can buy cheese, up to 3 of them for $9 a piece. They're 12 minus 3, and you can do up to 3
Just
of them.
one of them for 9.
Okay, done. All right. So if I were to up my shipping, I could immediately get $10. Oh, actually, my settlement's at 4, by the way. So I have 1, 2, across here is 3, and that one makes 4 settlement. Let's see. I have the money. I think I will, now that whiskey has gone down a little bit, I will go ahead and complete, or send 1 merchant, sorry, and I will purchase some whiskey for 10. And done.
I'll be taking that contract right there, lad.
Wow, 9 hops.
And what's
Holy
that?
crap.
That's why it's 2 mutton and 2 cheese. All right.
I am going to place another cow here for 10. I'm sorry, for 10.
That's woods only, ma'am.
You can't place other stuff there?
Cows can't eat trees.
Are you sure? I am from Texas. So then I will spend more money. I'll spend $4 more. To
Do you
go
wanna
there.
buy any wheat?
You can buy wheat from the
No,
market?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So she negates buying them for 3 apiece. You sure? Really? Can I? If you won't, I will. Red, you're up.
Yep.
They can't read your mind.
I know. I can't either. That's the problem. Yep. I'm gonna sell the whiskey for 11. Because otherwise, I have no money.
All right, so for me, I will go ahead and complete my contract. So 2 whiskey, there. So we're gonna up 2 tobacco, get $10 and a hop. So tobacco goes up 2. I'll get $10 from the bank, and I now have 1 completed contract. Done.
I'm going to complete this contract. 2 cheese and 2 mutton. 1, 2.
Wow.
Gross slaughter.
That's also a really good way to get separate settlements that way too.
And to quote Braveheart, freedom! There. Because he killed his sheep. I can get out
So
now.
now you can get out north, or well, north to you, south to the rest of the world.
So 2, whatever the heck that
2
is.
Tobacco.
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 Okay. Yep.
1 placement on a hex.
And I did not mention that, so I'm right. So you pay the whatever the cost is on your board, but you do not pay the hex cost, which really comes in handy with that scoring tile.
Right. So, since I have 2 cheese shops on the board and no cattle, let's place a cow in a 6th place
All right,
for 9 minus 3 is 6.
because did not have to pay the 6 because of the placement. 9 hops, really?
9 hops.
Great googly moogly. All right, so that's black. Blue, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna place another cheese shop.
Is this a cheese shop?
I think so. And let's see.
Ah, good call. Did you take the whiskey that was on there?
Mm-hmm.
You should have gotten money for that.
No.
Yeah.
Not in the first area.
Oh, it was only on the first
the
one?
first area.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Good looking out, though, Casey.
That was slightly painful, but I had to do it.
All right.
It's gonna be 11 right there.
All right. Red?
I need yet a little bit more money. Just a wee bit. I'll sell wheat for 5.
Those contracts kind of suck for what it is that I'm doing. And bread's awfully expensive. I'm looking on the board. I don't see. Realistically, bread's pretty far away from me for right now. So looking at the contracts that I can complete. So I'm going to be able to get a whiskey if I want. So there's that. The 1 cheese. I could build the cheese thing, cheese factory. Then I would have the wheat, I would need the wool, or I could purchase the wool. I might be talking myself into that contract. I think it will. Or we could do this one, which is remove 1 cow, but that's costing me a lot of money to do that. Since that milk's getting me 8 money. Yep, we're going to just go with that contract right there and put it onto my export box. Done.
There's my next target.
Okay,
Pass for 16.
so Amanda's passing. Red?
I'll build a bread factory right there. For
Why don't
12.
you build it over here? It's worth points if you build it there.
Edward's made up points.
No,
No,
it's
it's-
it'll be worth points right there. Watching you. We need wool. I could buy wool. I have enough money to buy wool. I don't have enough merchants. So let's go ahead and fix that. So $4 for an extra merchant. Don't even miss the money. No problem. Done.
let's go out here next. 13 minus 3, 10.
Red? That's you, Matt.
$4 and another merchant.
All right, well, stay on target. I have 2 merchants. Let's go ahead and go do what I was going to do. We're going to go buy some wool. So there's $8 for 2 of those. So there's 8 to the bank, 2 back, and my 2 wool. Done.
Looking for a 1 space to build a sheep in. Not seeing it.
So I do find it interesting that Juma said that he reduced, or at least I was told, I didn't back the Kickstarter, so, but I heard that he reduced all the size of all the components in the game by 30% to save on shipping costs. And that's why all the wood is a little bit smaller than you would anticipate it being. I don't think it's uncomfortably small by any stretch.
I think
No.
it works.
Yeah.
I think it works. And to be honest with you, from a selfish standpoint, I like it because everything fit on screen out here.
I like it because the box size is decent.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
pretty tight-
enormous.
Pretty
It's
tight
not
bonds.
Terra Mystica size.
Increasing
Shipping.
shipping.
Okay. Matt?
I will pass for 14.
Wow, that's getting expensive. The cheese out there. So if I bought the cheese, that would cost me 12. If I produce the cheese factory, that would cost me 8, as little as 9 to build it. And then it would cost me another 8 to use up the milk that I would have gotten for my special ability for my clan. So that tells me I should just flat out purchase it. But to do so cost me $4, which then means I don't have enough money. The $4 for the merchant, because I'm out of merchants. Which then means I can't buy the cheese. Well, let's go a different route for right now then. So we can build some stuff. So I only have 1 wheat. And that wheat is going to turn into whiskey. But I like the idea of being... Oh, here's the fix. I'll bump my shipping up. That cost me 4. Now my shipping is at 1, which means at any point I can take that now. I'm done. Black?
Passing.
$12 for you. So in fact, I will go ahead and do that. So I'll go there, get my $10. Then I will go ahead and pay 12 for the cheese. I'm sorry, back up, I'm a step ahead. I'll pay 4 for the merchant. Then it's my turn again. Then I will pay 12 to put the merchant out here on the cheese. And I owe $12. Get 3 back. So now we're down to $4. So I have one more action to take if I want to. $4 to use, which basically means either up my shipping, and I think I will, or merchant, because I have 4 merchants. I should be okay there. So I will go and pay my last $4. I will bump that up there. And I'll pass and get my $10. Then we produce, and since we're already on the camera, we'll go ahead and do this. So I'm getting 4 milk again, so that's going to be a total of 32, and 10 is $42. And I'm going to turn this grain into a whiskey And now we have everything I need for that contract. And $42 should get me in good shape. Done.
I need 2 cheese, please. And
Only if you rhyme.
and 1 wool. Thank you.
Did I say whiskey? I meant cheese, Christopher. I apologize.
So
2
that's-
cheese and
Easy to get those 2
20.
things confused.
Yeah, you know.
24 pound.
Yeah, I bought cheese earlier for 12. So now that we're
Get-
almost 2 full turns, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done.
$10, 2 wheat, which that plus this wheat is going to turn into 2 bread and a whiskey right there, and 3 more bucks because
You
I
produce
made
whiskey.
awesome whiskey again. And yeah, the $10, I got that. So done.
All right. So now, real quick, are you guys that are new to the game following along and making sense out of everything? So we're done with production. We go into scoring now. So, and just to make sure that I'm not lying, for every basic good, I'm sorry, 1 point for each of your deployed sheep, cows, cheese dairies, bakeries, and distilleries, and 2 for every field you get. Sorry, that's the wrong one, isn't it? It is. No, that's right. Yeah, it's this one. Right? No, it's not. It's the wrong one. Hold on.
Yeah, you were looking at the
1 point for every basic good in your stock. Yeah, like what I said originally. That's what that is. So I get 2 points for white. Next, red.
1 point.
Whee. Black.
Only the dignity left to me by the Brits. Nothing.
1.
1 for Amanda. All right, cool.
Take back your merchants.
All right, yep. All right, so take back our merchants. We flip that over. So now, just to be clear, this is going to be 1 point for every unit of cotton, tobacco, and sugar cane on a fulfilled contract. Okay, cool.
Refill contracts.
All right, so there, 4 more. Oh. Oh. All right, cool. So, Amanda, you're up. Okay, good, cool.
It's gross.
Just squirt. For a guy who hates grapefruit juice, I sure
it just
love.
it tastes different. I don't know how that's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh no, I like squirt. I don't
That's what
like
I'm saying,
grapefruit
like,
juice
yeah.
or grapefruits. I don't like.
Yeah, I'm not too big on grapefruits either, but yeah, squirt's good.
This is a grapefruit. You can't make scotch out of it.
So,
Oh, I'm sure you can make scotch out of it if you try hard enough.
all right. So this is pretty interesting. Tony says for that one I need a tick on the Glory to Rome board, Mike, because it was so bad for the respect left. And now Cave Hines has tipped $5.
You get $5 for
to
that
keep
accent.
up with the accent.
Oh, he tasks me. And I will be sorely wrought by the end of the night.
This is gonna be horrible. All right.
goodness.
So Amanda, what's up?
What
Oh boy.
do I want to do here? I'm going to spend 13.
Somebody unpause Amanda.
Stuck. Now I'm going to spend 14 and place him here.
And how are you getting there?
Does this not count?
No. It's lock travel. It's crossing rivers and crossing across locks.
Crossing across what?
Lochs.
Yeah.
You're all locked up.
Lochs. Okay. So then I will do.
Oh, it's been put on the board
13
already,
there.
Rob.
All right, I'm done.
Thanks, Family Showdown. All right. Thanks for joining us. All right, Red, you're up.
I am going to complete this contract that I really wanted to complete last turn, but 3 bread and a cheese for that guy. Cotton moves 4,
Okay.
and I get $5
And a hop.
and a hop.
All right. Cool. So Black, you're up.
One sheep in the meadow. 8 and 3 is 11.
To keep you warm.
Aye.
All right. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and complete my contract as well. So 2 wool, a cheese, and a whiskey. So that's going to be $10 that I get there. It's going to be a hop, and it's going to be 3 sugar cane. So unlike Amanda, I will actually pay my goods. And 3 sugar cane. So that'll go there. So sugar cane up to 8. So now the most common.
Have 5 more.
Well, you're gonna have to man up, Cook Bungo. It's gonna keep coming.
I don't know. He technically tipped more than Cave Hines did, because £5 British sterling is worth more than the US dollar. So
Dang it.
that's awesome. That's fantastic. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun night. And there very well might be, guys. Like I said, we're not gonna babysit those until later. So you're looking at 3 for Black, I think. Yeah, it's 3 settlements. You're at shipping 1, right, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. So he's at 3. I'm
Aye.
at 1, 2, 3. I'm at 4,
I'm at 1.
and Amanda is at 3. There's 1 there. Across is 2, and across there is 3.
What about these over here?
And
That's 2.
That's 2. Okay. So how much? I can't see underneath. Is it how much is the cheese?
13.
Tony says, I just caught up to the live play. I watched the teach and play. So far at double time, Mike's accent is killing me at twice the speed.
Adelaide had killed me at twice the speed too.
Oh boy. Oh. Did it sound like chipmunk Scottish? Boy. Peanut Gallery's on a roll this evening. So where are we at?
It's
still,
me.
Still blue?
Don't touch me. Crap.
Good stuff, Jacob.
Wow, this is really stupid.
What do you?
I need 2 more cheese, but I'm $1 short from getting it from.
Sell your wool.
Oh yeah, I guess I could do that.
Yeah, wool's at 5.
Yeah, okay, so I'll have to sell that for 5, then get another merchant, because I only have 2. That would give me a 3rd one, and then I'd be able to buy 2 cheese.
Yeah.
It's really all.
Provided nobody's messed with
Correct.
your plan.
Which I completely expect someone to,
All
since
right,
I
so
just spelled
need,
it out.
I need a... Nah, nobody heard you. So you're selling a
Oh,
wool
nothing.
for 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
All right, Red, you're up.
I'll put another one of these guys out for
If it's not Scottish, it's
6
crap.
and 7.
Glory to London, lad.
And
There should be a few more R's in that crap, though.
right. That's good to hear, Corellicus. Good, because we're gonna need it. And by we, I mean especially this guy, because everybody here, like Mike gets like a week, 10 days off. He's going up the mountain with family. Amanda's going to get the occasional night off. Matt's going to as fill in as needed. So you're here for whenever it's needed, right?
What are you poking me for?
So hopefully enough people show up. You don't have to see me every stream. That's got to be terrible.
No, which it's pretty funny actually that there are certain days that it's a struggle to get folks to come and be on the stream, which the folks in Slack are surprised at, but life happens, you know? I get that.
Well, heavy gamers just don't. You don't find them just across the street every day or in the basement.
Right.
Actually,
Make
more often than not in the basement. Usually.
Make it glory to Edinburgh tonight instead of to Rome. Is it Edinburgh or Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
What do you say?
Edinburgh.
All right, so Mike's
Completing a
using that.
contract.
Okay, they can't see it.
Another bleeding contract there.
All right, so he minus
Cheese
one
eaters.
mutton for that, 2 cheese, so 3 sugar cane. 1, 2, 3. Another buck for you for passing the sugar cane, and a free upgrade, sir.
This time we're going to invest in wood cutting technology.
All right, done. That's me.
Though we have no loggers. We don't like loggers.
All right, we're gonna
we
get
only
some.
like single malt.
That's what I was thinking.
We're gonna. So my shipping is now at 2. Huh. That might be worth it to me. I'm not gonna tank too long thinking about it. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and eat my money producers here and get that contract for 3 steaks. Done. Blue?
Okay, let's do.
Oh, that's a fair point, actually, bottom right. But yes, actually, you could have gotten. Oh, or from this. Oh, so Amanda, your shipping's at 2. If you wanted, when you sold that wool, you either could have bumped this up 3 spots, or save it for later, or foregone the contract and just gotten $5 for the wool. That's a good point, Siddharth, but you don't have a use for the wool right now, so I don't think it's a big deal. So
No,
yes,
sorry.
she could
But
have.
thank you. All right,
Yep.
I'm gonna pay.
No, you got it right.
And pay 4 to get another
Merchant?
merchant. Done.
Red, you're up.
I'm gonna pay 5. And I'll take this contract right here.
Black?
Did you pay for your contract?
I did not either.
Pay
Good
for
call,
a
Matt.
contract.
I
Pay your
did.
5. You paid
Oh, I
your
did.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good call, because contracts are now $5. Good catch.
No,
All right.
there's somebody in the chat.
Oh,
It was
or
Casey.
that. Yes. Casey, Pierre. Good call. All right, so we're going to go ahead and eat my cows. I have enough money to put them back out, so I think buying victory points essentially is what I'm doing this turn. I'm okay with. So I'm going to complete this for 3 cows. So which 3? We will go ahead and now that I've completed this one, I don't care about that corner as much. So 1, 2, and we'll go there for 3. So there's my 3 cows going back onto my player board. Then cotton's going to go up 3 and 3 hops. So 1, 2, 3, cotton pass there, so I get a buck. Feeny.
Okay, I am going to buy my 2 cheese for 26.
I'm sorry, for how much?
Isn't it 13
Oh, yeah.
apiece?
Yep, you're right. So purchase 2 cheese, up 2. Again, you could drop cheese before you buy it if you want to.
I'd rather save that for an emergency later.
Okay.
Can
All
I
right,
get my
cool.
2 cheese, please?
All right. Red.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna buy.
At least you're here, Andrew.
I'm gonna buy 2 bread for $20.
All right. And no, Andrew, you don't get credit for it because our average watch, as people bounce around, is right at about 20 minutes. So you got to, if you're a drag on that, you're actually negatively impacting the stream. So no, minimum is 22 minutes. Sorry.
Eight plus 4 is 12. Minus the 3
It's 9.
is still 9.
You're gonna have a full wheel there in a little bit there.
I know. 2 more.
You got a nice Pac-Man going now, though.
Waka waka.
All right, so for mine, I'm just going to go ahead and eat my last cow and take the wool, so that's fine. Done.
I will fulfill this contract for 4 cheese.
There
Okay.
goes Pac-Man.
10 money. Sugar cane goes up 3.
I'm
I'm sorry, cotton goes up 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. You get a buck.
And I get 2
Upgrades.
upgrades. So let's do shipping.
In all seriousness, Andrew, we appreciate you just dropping by. Thanks.
And I'll spend 5 to upgrade the money I get from my woodcutters as well.
Remember to thumb down below before you go, though. Deal? All right, so that's blue. Red, you're up.
I will fulfill this contract for 2 bread.
I did it again. $5 for the contract. Thank you. Way to be on the ball,
I
y'all.
will get $10. I will get a free board placement.
Did you move the cotton too?
And we have to move the cotton too.
2.
And where will that be? Yeah, we'll put him there for just 6. So 4 back.
Black? White?
Woodcutter for 7.
Done? You're done? Mike?
Done.
All right. I will... So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the contracts that are available. And even though I have one already, I'm just looking at if I'm going to buy the wool, I probably ought to do so in bulk since I get it at the lower price. I think I'm... $45, 9, 27, 27, and 9 is 35. I think I can't afford it, so I'm just going to pay the $5, throw one merchant out there, and only buy the 1 wool for now. So I paid my $5, get my 1 wool, done. Amanda,
Yeah, I'm going to get a contract. I'm just not sure which one.
pay your $5. I'm just saying that because I keep forgetting.
Let's take the 3 wool, 3 cheese one.
The 3 wool, 3 cheese. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Red?
I'm going to sell milk for 5.
Black?
Another woodcutter for 7.
All right, we're going to go ahead and eat that cow to complete a contract. So putting that back there, pay my 1 wool. So I'm just going to get 2 cotton, and that's that. So cotton goes up 2 more. I'll get an extra $1. Done.
Pass for 16.
Red?
Contract. Take this guy.
And Mike.
Pass for 14.
And it saves me $5 to get a contract now. I still got $49, so I'll go ahead and pay the 5. Get 20 back. Now it's just a matter of which we want to do. We'll go ahead. Yeah, it's worth it. We'll go and take that one. Done. That.
I'm gonna buy a wheat for 4.
All right, it's cow producing time. Oh no, it's just one at a time. So there's 9. That makes it 10. Done.
I'll pass for 12.
And 27 and 7. As long as I can find spots out here that are adjacent to me for a total of 7 or less that have land on it to be able to do 3. And I think I'm going to be just short. Nope, I got it. All right, so here it is. So since it's just me, we'll take all 3 actions. That is going to be 27 for these guys. 27, 30, 32, 34, and this is 34.
Well done, Cutty-san.
Very nice.
And I'll pass for 10. Done. All right, everybody, go ahead. Now that everybody understands how production works at this point, go ahead and produce your own stuff and you're fine. I'll go ahead and show them what I'm getting though, which is, unfortunately, oh,
I get
that's
a
a
wool
bummer.
and 2 cheese.
So the one downside to what I did here is
Thank you.
I produce a whiskey. It's got to have a wheat as an input, and I don't have any wheat out there, so that whiskey is wasted. Can't make it. So it's going to be 16, 32, and 10, $42 as is normal. Done.
And I aged my whiskey
Okay.
and got another one. It's another $3.
All right. Take care, Seth. Thanks for joining us.
Okay. Oh, we need to get our merchants back.
Yes, yes, we do.
Can someone hand me mine, please? Thank you.
That one shouldn't be on your board. There you go. All right, so we have all produced. Now we're going to get resources based on the 3 import goods. So for instance, on mine, I'm looking at per good, it's a point. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I get a total of 10 points there for white. I'm at 6, 16. Red
7.
to 12. Mike
A measly 6.
to 12. Squirrel
7.
to 14. All right, refill this. That one's done. We're over halfway now. And it's picking up speed, as you guys can see. Yep, go ahead.
I already looked at it.
Cool. All right, Amanda, you're up. And remember, contracts now cost 10 apiece. I'm saying that as much for me as y'all. And in 5 and 6 spot locations on the board will get you 2 points. I feel a little odd that we're going to bed with Seth. Well, then mission accomplished, Andrew. Glad to hear it.
Wow, this really sucks. Okay. Buy 1 cheese for
That's an
14.
14.
It's an expensive cheese.
That is some high-end cheddar right there. Maybe some Gruyere.
Maybe.
Maybe
Can
some Gouda.
can I
Oh,
have
you
it?
want a cheese? Yeah, I reckon you do.
Okay.
All right,
That kind of cheese
Black.
takes time.
right?
Complete the contract.
To wheat.
wool.
Or wool, not wheat. Sorry. Slaughtering a cow and slaughtering a sheep. Okay.
Cow. 1 sheep.
You still have to pay for this contract, Siddharth, right here. Now, you get to look at 3 from the stack, and you do not have to choose one, and you'll still get the $5. And by choose, I mean you still have to purchase, so 10 or 15, depending on when it's done.
And one technology upgrade will take by C.
And 3 cotton.
Aye.
Okay. So right now, if the game were to end right now, cotton would be worth 3 per, sugarcane 4 per, tobacco 5 per. Okay? Red, you're up.
I see. I will put out a sheep. We will put the sheep right. Oh, right there. So 8 and 5, 13.
How many contracts does everybody have completed?
2.
3.
4.
And 4 for me as well. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put a sheep out there. So for 8. And we'll go there for 9 total, done.
Right, I'm gonna spend these 2 merchants to buy 2 wool for
And-
10.
All right, you still don't want to use either bonus? Okay, all right.
You get my 2 wool, please?
Yes, I will continue to forget.
Thank you
So,
very much.
thank you. And Black, you're up. I do know that it does play solo, but yeah, nobody in the room here has played it solo yet, Ben.
Let's change things up a little bit. Going with the bread.
Got it? Okay.
I have played it too,
10.
and that was quite enjoyable.
Okay.
Playing that song.
Red?
I'm going to buy a bread for 11.
Glad to hear that
Damn ya, Yank.
Cock Bongo says he was inspired to play Vinos 2010 the day after the stream. Had a cracking 3-player game. He lost, but it was still a cracking
Good.
game, so that means that was good, right? Wow, that wool is expensive now.
Oh, did I do that?
Wow, and cheese is expensive. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put a cheese out. It's worth it. It's actually pretty close to a wash. So that's 8 here. Yep. We'll make that 9 total, done.
I'll fulfill this contract for 3 wool and 3 cheese. Cotton goes up 4.
Get
and
a
I
buck for it?
And I get 15 money, so 16 money. Done.
Mike?
$12 for the woodsman.
Red?
I'm going to fulfill this contract here for 3 bread and 1 mutton.
Sugar King goes up 4, get a buck. I'm going to purchase 2 milk. No,
That's
sorry.
selling.
Other way. Up there. Gonna purchase 2 milk for 10 total. Get 15 back. Done.
Oh yeah, it's me.
Blue.
Um,
False start. Mike.
I will take the top left contract, please.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
They're 10 now, yeah?
They are.
Ridiculous.
Mike.
Wheat field on the coast. 22.
Ouch. Matt?
I'm gonna buy this contract here for 10.
All right. So I am going to make another cheese factory for 8. And we'll go ahead and put it right there for a total of 13. Done?
All right, I have a question.
I have an answer.
If I place a woodcutter here,
You can't.
okay, well, if I
If you could. Okay.
would I get the
Yep.
the bonus for both?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you understand why you can't?
Because I don't have
Anything adjacent
anything
to it.
adjacent to it, and my lock, my shipping doesn't matter.
No, because that's land. You got to get to that.
Okay, I'm gonna place here for 9.
There's a mountain dude, miner.
That is a
There's no forest.
then yeah, he's a minor. I picked the wrong guy.
Okay. So 13.
So I did 13, and
You can get bread.
I can get bread for
Which
3
bread?
less.
Right. So it's currently at 12. You can buy up to 3 of them for 9 apiece if you have merchants.
Oh,
You have no
and
merchants.
no merchants.
Black.
Price of cheese is downright ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm trying to do it for next turn. $30.
30 it is.
Yep. Why do you think I bought the moo juice?
When you get it for free.
You're right. Well, no.
I know, that's money.
Yeah,
I
right,
know.
yeah. All right.
I'm gonna
Money
sell
for nothing and your cheese for free.
I'm gonna sell the whiskey. I'm gonna get $7 because I removed it from there.
And
And I'm
then
gonna
sell
sell it for
it.
10.
So now money's a little tight. So I really don't want to make the same mistake that I made last time. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase some wheat. Make sure I don't do that for 5. And I'm done. This way I can make my whiskey.
Okay, I want to place either. Well, I really can only do this. So I'm going to place wheat. That's 18. I want a place that is 1 or 2.
There's a 1. There's a 2.
There's a 2 over here.
There you go. Yep.
I'll do the 1.
Well, if this is doing its job then, Siddharth, in helping you see which game you would enjoy more, then the way I see it is we're accomplishing our mission, you know, as far as showing the game off and helping you decide. So that works for me. Black?
Sea movement to 2, 1 a 2, bread in next to the forest. 8 and 5 is 13, minus me clan of 3
Is 10.
is 10.
And now you can purchase nothing.
Across the river,
Correct.
I wish I could.
And Red, you're up.
4 for a sea movement of 1.
Right. So I have $6 left. Looking for something to do. I could put a forester out on a land of 0. Unfortunately, there is no land of 0. I don't want to sell any of my goods, so that means either I up my shipping to go 3, or I get another merchant, or I bank it. Or Actually, it'll pay for itself. If I were to get another woodcutter out there, I could. Nope, 6 and nope, right, yeah. I could upgrade. Nope, that costs 10. So it's either pass for 6. You know what? Easy enough. If I'm not sure what to do, I'll take the extra money. So 16 and pass.
Pass for 14. Is that how much it is?
Yeah,
I
it
haven't
is.
passed for anything
Yeah.
other than first, so.
And Mike.
I'll be right back, okay?
That was quicker than I was thinking.
Well, take a minute. I'll go ahead and produce while you're. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
There must be more bread. Somewhere.
Put somebody right. No. Please.
So,
10 again.
10 again.
Matt.
Place I can put it cheaper. I'll throw it over there. So I can go across there. So for 10, 14.
Mike.
Aye, that you can, lad. Let's come round the horn here for 11.
And Matt.
And I'll pass for 12.
And Mike. That was very close to Predator there. Just saying. There's enough here that it feels like it, though, Kent. We'll talk about it at the end of the game. To answer your question, Jim, it's mostly done on our end. As far as having the set list, if you will, for the Advent. We reveal it a week at a time on Sundays at the weekly look ahead. There might be a little fluidity here. Life happens if we don't get the right player count on a certain night or whatever. But outside of that, it's pretty much set. Do you have specific or general questions? I would prefer not specific, but general questions, I'll be happy to answer.
7.
Okay. And your turn still.
That'll be all.
All right, $10. Everybody go ahead and produce. So I'm getting some wool. I'm getting my $42 worth in cash.
2 whiskey.
I'm gonna turn
$6.
these two into cheese.
Another 20.
I'm gonna turn this into a whiskey. So there's my goods. Turn my 2 milk into 2 cheese. I turn my wheat into a whiskey, and I get $42. Done. What'd y'all do?
I made 2 whiskey and got $6, and then got money from our workers. Pretty much it.
Mike?
I produced $56,
Oh.
2 loaves of bread, 1 hank of wool, and a half a wheel of cheese.
Half wheel of
And-
cheese.
And my whiskey aged.
All right.
Sure.
So
Remember
for
that.
Amanda, she's going to get 1 wool. She's going to get 2 milk, which she may want into cheese.
Remember your neighbours over there.
And then she's
when
going to
it
get
comes time
2
to tap
wheat.
that whiskey.
And she's going to get, are any of those upgraded? Are both of them upgraded? So that's going to be a total of $14. Make it 15. Mike.
No, I get
Oh, sorry.
I
It's
get
more than that.
I get $38.
38 plus the, yes, $38 total. So give the buck 39, including the buck I gave you. Yes, I did get a wool. Sorry, it's out of the screen. There you go.
39.
All right, so we all have produced now, and now we do this scoring. I think I'm only on one of those. I'm on a 5 here, and that's it. So it's going to be a total of 2 points for white. And we'll go black. How many? Are you on? How many 5 and 6 spots?
1,
One here.
2, 3, 4.
4. So a total of 8 for black to 20. Red.
I think just 2, just for the 5 right here. I don't see any others. No, that's it.
Okay,
No,
so
you're right here.
Oh, it's another one.
so
Okay.
2 spots, so 4 points. 2, 4, and blue.
1, 2.
All right, 4 points for Amanda. 2, 4. So there we go. Everybody pull back your merchants,
Thank you.
and we will refill going into the final round. And white is first. And white is going to pull his sheep off the board and slaughter it for some mutton. So that comes home. That's gonna, so there's the mutton. Oh, it's really, it's 2 wool. Ah, I screwed up. I am not doing that. My bad. Put that back.
Sheep has been pardoned.
Yes.
Just like a turkey at Thanksgiving.
Right. All right. So step 1 then is I'm going to go ahead and sell the cheese. Am I? Hold on. You know what? I'm going to wait on that just in case, depending on how things play out. So instead, on that note, this way I have options. I'm going to actually go ahead and buy 2 wool.
Are you sure?
No.
Because this is like the 3rd thing you've tried to do.
Yeah, whatever. It happens. You know what? I'll only buy 1 since I have 1. So there we go. $6 and a wool, and I'm done.
Okay. I am.
Therefore, you are.
Yeah. Let's
Yes.
buy 1 bread.
Cave Hines. For every 2 dudes on a boundary, you get 3 points. Buying 1 bread for 12.
Yes. Can I
All
have
right.
it? Please?
Red. I told you I'm going to continue to forget.
Thank you very much.
I need to buy a cheese, but I'm gonna wait to buy the cheese because y'all gonna be some cheese selling people here soon. So that price is gonna come down. I have a feeling.
At least $1 or 2, probably.
At least some. So what was my second thing I was going to do?
Do tell. Pray tell, sir. There's no horses in this. I caught that. Subtle. Well played.
Man, need to stall.
So, okay, I can stall. So,
No, I'm just-
during Vinos, we had our very first component glory to Rome.
four for shipping. Yeah, done.
Okay. All right. Black?
Buying 2 very expensive high-end loaves of bread.
Wow.
26.
Woo. You do what you got to do, I suppose.
Aye, that you do.
Wow. So this time, I'm going to, no more pardons for the sheep. The sheep's getting slaughtered for real this time. So he's coming home for the mutton. 2 wool. Hey, look at that. I have 2 wool now. 1 cheese. That's going to get me 3 tobacco and a free placement, and then 1 hops. So we'll put that there. So 3 tobacco. 1, 2, 3. Get $1 for it passing go. And I get a free placement of anything that I want. So looking out here, what do we want? Man, that wheat is awfully expensive. But it's cheaper to buy it than it is to place it at this point, for me at least. So, what do we want to put out there? we'll go cheap then. I'll spend 6 for a woodcutter, plus 2 is 8. I'm sorry, it's just 6.
Did you fulfill a contract?
I did.
Can you do that and then do something else?
I'm fulfilling the contract. So, there's my 6, done. And, hold on. I can take my bonus actually, because I'm within 2 for the shipping. So the shipping wheel's at 2, 1, 2. I reached that, so all there. So I'll get the $5. Then I'll grab 3 of the contracts to look and see if I want any of them. If so, it's going to cost me $15. So let's see. Should have bought that extra wool now, huh? I guess we could make do with that, but that's 2 sheep. That's 1 sheep. Nope, I'm not buying any of them. Done.
All right. I am going to buy 1 whiskey for 9. Please. Thank you.
That's funny.
There's my guy.
Lum Doctor is critiquing the shape of the head of one of my sheep. He is a little pointy.
I'm done.
Red?
Are we selling cheese anytime soon?
Maybe.
Thought I'd ask.
Doesn't hurt asking. So yeah, pointy sheep.
You put this guy right there, coming across.
Okay. You can buy wheat for 2 less, $4 a piece.
You know what? That's not terrible for at least 1. Yeah, I'll buy 1.
It's a wolf in a costume. Well played, Franny. Nice. That's funny.
Fulfilling a contract. 4 loaves of bread.
Oh no, it was here.
All right, so 4 tobacco. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a buck. Get a buck. Oh. There we go. Done. And
$5 and 1 hop.
okay. All right, so that was black. So white. I don't see a reason not to select it, right? So $15, I will remember to pay it this time. Get 10 back, done.
I'm going to fulfill this contract. Tobacco goes up 2.
Up 2.
A wool, a bread, and a whiskey.
Thank you. All right, next, red.
Yep, stalled as long as I can stall and y'all still wouldn't sell it, so I have to buy it.
For 14?
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. All right, Mike, sell your cheese. Just to twist the knife.
Oh, I should get it.
All things in good time.
No, I did
You bought it.
The cheese.
the cheese.
No, I know, but didn't you buy wheat earlier?
Oh, yeah, I
And
did.
Where's your wheat?
It also didn't exist. I was just
Okay,
throwing
there
away
we go.
throwing away money.
Way to be on the ball, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh.
Casey, thanks for doing the math for us. Matt and Mike are at 5 settlements. I'm at 4, Amanda's at 3. Okay, thank you.
Back around to the white team.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and complete this contract for 2. So let's shear some cows, question mark. So we're going to go ahead, so that one, and we'll go that one there. So 2 cows come back home. So that now becomes 2 sugarcane and $10.
A lot of things just stopped happening
What?
because the cows came home.
Oh,
2 sugarcane and a point at the end. So sugarcane up 2. Done. That's 6 contracts. Since I know Mike and I are going neck and neck on that. Mike has 5, I have 6. So I panicked when you said a lot of things are happening. I'm like,
stopped happening. What stopped?
what's wrong with the street? Oh, my bad.
Bad joke.
Bad joke. Yeah, that was terrible.
Yep.
So now I'm down to,
Spend 7.
nope, we're still at 4 settlements. Didn't hurt me.
Done.
Red?
I'm going to complete this contract for 1 cheese and 3 whiskey.
Tobacco goes up 4 and you get an extra $1.
All right, $1, $5, and $7 for taking it
Whiskey.
off of there.
Some really primo whiskey.
Not too bad.
Single malt. Well,
Kind of like your milk.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Another bread bakery for 6.
Now that's really interesting to me that Mike put that bread there, because now that gives me the opportunity to place something and be able to get bread cheaper for 12. It's not cheap. Really, tobacco's made quite the resurgence, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And there's more where that came from.
Yeah, he's going to do it 4.
I do have a cheese. So what I'm debating between are these 2 right now. To be honest with you, cotton at best is probably, it's going to be this one. So $15 for that contract. I'll take it. Done. Were you going after that one?
No.
Oh, okay. Hamp's News Blues. Good call. Appreciate it. And welcome. I don't recognize the name. So by the best of my count, if YouTube, the playlist is doing its job, that means tonight is the 89th teaching and playthrough game. Well, some don't have teachings, a handful don't. If we've done like a second play of Madeira or whatever, but this is 89 tonight. So during the stream, we're going to hit number 1, or during the Advent, we're going to hit 100.
Is that correct?
How many?
I have 3. Oh, this isn't just 1.
No.
Okay.
You can
Unfortunately.
go there.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go there.
Numbers climbing almost
Well-
as high as an Englishman's estimation of himself.
Okay, done.
Red?
Six, 4, 10.
Oh, did you want bread?
No.
Okay. Done?
Mm-hmm.
And black. Amanda almost caught a GTR, but there's an out. Somebody unpause mic.
There's no bleeding grain over here. 14.
All right. I will go ahead, place my third cow for 9, make that 10. Then I can buy bread with the neighborhood bonus. So -3 is 12, and I will purchase 1 for 27, get 15 back, and get my bread. Done. Blue?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Steven. How you doing this evening? Thanks for joining us.
I'm gonna spend 4 and get another merchant.
And red? Matt? Everybody is lost in thought hard.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who's not. My decisions are real simple from here out. For better or for worse. We'll see how it plays out.
Glenn Robertson has a 2-generation plan. Then we're closing up shop and moving to Belfast. Yeah, you got that right, lad. We're moving to Belfast.
Oh, yes, I should have put a merchant out there. Wait, no, I don't. Yes, I do, because even though it's a neighborhood, good call.
You still
Thanks,
have to have
Tony.
somebody to go get it.
And Casey, yep, we're good.
Don't think there's anything else I can do, unfortunately.
Whatever one falls on number 100, Paul. Welcome, by the way.
I've got 8. The cheapest thing I have is 8, so I can't put it anywhere. Can't sell anything because I bought this, so I can't sell it.
From all that whiskey you consumed, perhaps you can pass out.
Yeah, probably will just pass out. That's about all I can do.
No, you do not, Sid Earth. That's an action.
You know, it's times like this I wish I could
You still produce at the end of
sing
the round.
under a Scotsman's kilt.
Black, you're up.
4 for a merchant. Filthy though they all are.
All right, so I am slaughtering 3 cows. The cows have come home.
Again. They keep going out and coming back.
I know, right? And the bread. We complete this, so I'm gonna get $10.
They have graduated from Bovine
4
University.
4 sugarcane and 2 upgrades, which right now, honestly, I get 2 free upgrades. They're just going to go there and shipping. I don't need the merchants, I don't think. I'm looking out there. You know what? Let's drop that down and take 1 merchant just in case. And I got my $10. 4 sugarcane now. That's my 7th contract. 4 sugarcane. To 21. And get a buck. Done. Blue? Oh, thanks, Paul. Appreciate the faith. The resources very much are worth points. This is a pretty tight game, I think, right now. Are the settlement numbers still right, guys?
Is how much is grain? Grain is selling for
6.
6. Okay.
Or purchasing for 6, either way.
Okay, I would like to do this and sell 2 cheese.
All right, 2 cheese selling, so that'd be 28 total, ma'am. Black?
Bloody hell.
Evening, William. Welcome.
You beat me to it, lass.
I'm currently only at 3, I know that. Amanda, what are you at? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Amanda's at 3.
My sheep up there doesn't make a separate one.
Where?
For 6.
That would be, okay, so Amanda's at 1, 2, 3, 4. Mike's at 6. Matt's at 5. There we go. All right. Thank you, Casey. All right. So that was Mike. It's me now. So let's see. I am currently at 3. We can fix that shortly. So we have a whiskey and a cheese. Sounds like a party to me. A whiskey and a cow, but then I lose points for that. Not worth it. So what I'm looking at here is because I would get 4 sugarcane, which would push that up, and I would lose a point per sugarcane if I were to do that. So that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. Assuming Mike completes that contract, tobacco will go up 4, so I will have to look up what happens when they're tied, if that were to happen.
I think it's like the first one to get there, maybe.
I don't know. Well, in that case, let's sell a cheese for 13. Done. Turn in 2 for 15. Turn in 10 for 25. Blue? Okay, Mike's at 7, they're saying. All right.
What happens after we score that? Is that just
That-
the end?
Yeah, then we go into final scoring, correct.
So I won't have the chance to fulfill that.
Nope, you either have to fulfill it before you pass, or that's all she wrote.
That's why I passed. I had enough to get a contract, and
But
it wouldn't have been any point to. Would have been a waste of $15.
Okay, I'm going to
oh, the cheese goes away.
place a woodcutter here. So that's 7.
Okay. So does that give you another settlement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now? I see. For Amanda. Okay. Black.
Another merchant.
Stall, stall, stall.
Pull up. Pull up.
All right, so I'm currently at 3. We got to get that going. So I'm going to go ahead and put this woodcutter out for a total of 6. Make that 7. Done?
I'm going to put out the sheep for 11.
It bumps Amanda up 1 more. Okay. Mike?
Sell a slice of cheese.
For 12?
12.
So I have a shipping of 3 now. All right, so I'll get another cow back out for a total of 9 there. Make that 10. Done?
I was $1 short from being able to put something there.
So that bumps me up to 4. This is going to be a tight game, I think. I think, at least.
Oh, I'm pulling for 4th at this point.
You think so?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
because I got blocked at every single turn I went to.
It was
And-
contested over there, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to put out my final woodcutter for 9.
That did not add to your settlement, though.
No, but it added to my...
Order. Fair point. Fair point. All right. Mike? You suck, dude. Okay.
We have a board for that.
Nah, it's not that big a deal, but it did kinda suck. Okay.
Settlement's now to 8.
So I'm gonna put out my last woodcutter for 6 here. Make that 7. Done. So I'm up to 5. So Amanda went up 2. So is she at not 8 or 7? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Amanda's at 8, tied with Mike. I'm trying to get the third, which I should be able to with $16. You would think so. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can.
Okay, I have $10. The cheapest thing to put out is an 8, so that only leaves me 2 for placement. So I'm trying to see if there's anywhere that would get me another
Settlement.
settlement.
I'm not seeing it,
Yeah, I'm not
just to
either.
try and save time. I do not see it.
That's
How
unfortunate.
much you got left? 10?
10, so I needed 2. Because I guess I could go here and get 5 money.
Uh-huh. There you go.
Yeah, why wouldn't
So, yep, there's $5. So here are your 3 tiles. If you would like to purchase one for 15.
Unfortunately, there are none with 2 wheat on them.
That is a fact, yes.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I choose to not. There you go.
Okay, all right, and it doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
Well, now we saw them all.
Oh,
So no, that's not her action.
Oh.
Not yet. So Amanda,
no. Okay, so then now I have more. So let's do 1, 2. That would give me another settlement, yes?
yep.
There's
So
12.
that's 12. And it goes to 9. Okay. Matt or Mike.
For 6.
Mike gets 1 more. And for me, I will go ahead, get another cow out for 9. Make that 10, which goes there. Done. Amanda?
Can't get to that 10 up there. That sucks. I have 3 money. I don't see anything else I can do, so I guess I'll pass.
All right. So Amanda is getting $14. Mike?
7.
And that gives him that. So 10, 9, assuming all these are good. All right. So now, just quick math here. I have 1 whiskey left and not enough to place anything. So I'm in third. The question is, the whiskeys were 2 points. Would placing something get me more points? I can't imagine the answer would be yes.
1 more on the edge would give you another 3.
There's that. So 3, 4, 5. So I would be able to place there if I sold the whiskey, so I will. So sell the whiskey for 10.
Cave,
Done.
I nearly spit coffee all over everything. Edward is trying to get a box of rocks reprinted. Can he make the rivers pop too? So
They're
we're talking about how some of the rivers
saying
are hard
I'm
to
at
see.
5, so hold on. 1, 2, 3, no. 1, oh, shoot. Yep, 1, 2, 3. I'm still at 5, aren't I? That's all right. We'll make it work.
You got 1,
Yep.
2,
No,
3. Those,
there.
yeah.
But I can afford it now. Okay, so Mike.
Passing.
Okay, $12. And for me, so my shipping's at 3. So 1, 2, 3, I could go there, which then connects a bunch of those. So let's do that. So it's going to be another cow for a total of 15. There. So now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's still 8, no matter how I count it. I got a merchant. I have no goods. I have $1. The turn of the white player is complete. So I'll get my $10 for passing. So everybody produce. So you guys go ahead and produce, make it visible to everybody.
I need
All right,
a lot of stuff.
so that's 3 points or 24 bucks. So we'll get the milk
Don't need
at
any
this
bread.
point.
I need, well, yeah, I guess, no, I don't have a bread factory. So I need two wheat,
I guess those will become cheese.
2
I
wheat,
still get $6.
2 cheese, and 4 wool.
It's the end of the game, but my
Still
whiskey's
get
still
that.
good.
That's so this is going to be a total of 16, 22
Thank you,
bucks.
sir. And $56.
It's 33, turning the milk in to $8. Gets me a point either way, so it doesn't matter, so we'll keep it there. Done. All right. Everyone done producing? Everyone got your money, et cetera, et cetera?
I forgot this money.
That would be important.
Mm-hmm.
So now, border locations, that was worth more. I should have done that. Nope, the other way. We're fine. So mine's easy. 3, 4, 5. So 2 of those, 6 points for white to 24. Blue, how many you got on the edge?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's good maximizing. That's 15 points for blue to 33. And okay, and black.
1, 2, 3.
3 licks to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
And red.
One. Well, one thing, which is nothing.
All right, so that's the end of the game. Now we go into final scoring. So final scoring, and I will do this right there so you guys can kind of see it. All right. Trade the wheat for whiskey. I don't get a wheat, unfortunately, Skeeter. All right. So existing points. Talk about that at 16. So basic resources. I have 1 for 1 point. Call out numbers, you
I have
guys.
4.
Okay. Mike?
5.
Is wool?
Yep.
Wool is basic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I have 8 total. Sorry, I thought it was something else.
8, and how many, Mike? 5?
5.
Matt?
None.
All right. Upgraded goods. Matt?
3.
All right, 6 points. Mike?
Like the basic goods, the same number of fingers you need on a hand to shoot an Englishman with a longbow.
So 10. Amanda?
2.
So 4 points. I have 2 cheese. So 4 points. All right, how much money do you have left over? It's $10 per point. I have 1, 2, I get 3. Amanda?
73.
So 7. Mike?
6.
Matt?
4.
All right, how many hops on your completed contracts? I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
6.
Mike?
13.
Matt?
10.
There we go. All right, so now we got to figure out the hierarchy of goods. Pretty self-explanatory. The most common is cotton, so that's going to be worth 3 points, 4 points, and 5 points. So cotton is worth 3, tobacco's worth 5, sugarcane's worth 4. So we'll start with cotton. So for cotton, I have a total of 5, and those are 3 points each. So that's going to be 15 for me. Amanda?
8.
8 cotton.
8 cotton.
So 24. Mike?
3 cotton.
For 9. Matt?
6 cotton.
18 points. Then tobacco. Matt?
4.
So 20. Good job. Mike?
6.
Better job. 30. Amanda?
2.
Not so good. 10. And tobacco, I'm looking at a total of 5. So 25, somewhere in the middle. Then for sugarcane, I have 6. That's 9 sugarcane. 9, 18, 36 for me. Amanda?
3.
So 12. Mike?
4.
16. Matt?
6.
Good job. 24. All right. I think I win a number of contracts, so this is going to be 12 points for first, 6 points for second. I have a total of 7 completed contracts, and so that's going to be 12 for me. Amanda has 4.
We both
You
have
two
5.
so 3 each for Mike and Matt. I'm really glad you guys tied at that. And now for settlements. I'm going to assume that that everybody is in agreement that this is correct out here. So if that's the case, then Mike is going to score the big 18 points. Then Amanda is going to get the middle 12, and I will get third place for 6, and Matt. All right, so here we go. 22, 32, 42, 50, 54, 64, 84, 88, 91 for Matt.
Not so good.
Not so good.
No.
33, 39, 44, 52, 62, 65, 95, 101, 111, 129, 132 for Mike. Better. Little, yellow. Different. Amanda, 41, 45, 51, 58, 62, 82, 92, 102, 104, 106, 116. Right? Goldilocks. Right in the middle. And here we go. 25 and 7 is 32, 39, 44, 54, 74, 79, 85, 115, 121, 123, 133. Is that right? Let me double check
That's
it.
what I counted too.
Yeah, 40, 76, 82, 84, 94, 104, and 9, 20. Yeah.
Matt has
Fought
101.
like a
Yep.
good Scotsman.
Matt has 101, according to Eric.
Oh, wait, did I miss a 10?
He has
101?
10 in hops, so maybe you skip that one.
Okay, it's possible. No? Yeah, I don't know. All right, so here we go. Provided my math is right, and somebody can correct me after the fact in the comments if my math is wrong. So there you go.
Wow.
So then I squeak out a victory at 133. Mike, I edge him 132. Amanda at 116. And Matt, thank you for playing at 101. All right, so Clans of Caledonia. So Mike, it's only your second game. What do you think? Start with you.
I was wanting to play this at BGG Con the entire time, and
Mm-hmm.
it was always taken. So I think that speaks a bit to the popularity, at least at the con. And I've been looking forward to this one. The first play, it came out that the contracts were key, and that paying attention to the hierarchy of exported goods was key, and I was paying a lot more attention to that this time.
What was it you said? If a game has final end game scoring, don't neglect end game scoring.
Probably worth paying some attention to that. And that worked out well. And the thing that Banker Dave buried us on was the settlements.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot more attention to settlements this time.
I know.
So I like the game. I really like this game. I'll play this many more times.
Okay.
Would you like me to? No.
Sure, no, go for it.
I dig it too, quite a bit. I played it, the first time we played it here, I played it, I'm like, yeah, I like that. I want to play that again. There's just a lot of...
Do you still feel the same way?
I do,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Uh-oh, Siddharth says 133 points for Mike as well.
Oh, really?
Here,
So,
let me add them up real quick.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, but anyway.
Use the
continue.
electronic brain.
Right. It's possible
Yeah,
I miscounted.
it's got color. It's got adjacency out here, trying to figure out where to place things. Placement on a map. I always enjoy that. But then it's got this market over here that you're manipulating too, and then you've got to pay attention to what's going on over here. So there's a lot of moving parts, but they fit together pretty well, I think.
It's intuitive.
Yeah,
it's very
it is.
intuitive. Everything comes together really easily. Like I said when I was teaching, you have 8 options,
Mm-hmm.
right? But at no point am I like, oh, what? I have too many options, because it's all obvious
It
what they
feels
are.
meaty without being too brain melty, if that makes any sense.
Sure. All right. So everyone's saying that we did tie, by the way. So my math, hashtag bad math, math better. I'm trying to see.
I won't fault Jenny. You're not seeing me do too much math live on a stream, except for my
Fill
own.
in the victory points score sheet. Whoever has the most victory points is proclaimed the greatest clan chief of Caledonia and wins the game. I don't see anything in here that mentions a tiebreaker. So if that's the case, then I guess
Have to go plant a
we
tree.
have to go plant a tree. Come back in 5
Plant a
years and
Christmas
figure it
tree.
out. A Christmas tree at that, a pine
I
tree.
think the true Scotsman throws stones.
Right. So good game then. All right. So how
Yeah,
about?
133.
All right. Cool. So I was off one. All
And
right.
I did have 116 as well.
Okay. All right.
This one went a lot smoother than my last game. I don't remember. We played Tony's copy, so I don't remember how I did. I know that this was better.
Okay.
Do you remember? At all? Yeah, no, I don't remember, but I know that this is better. So I feel like that maximizing the, like, kind of going quickly to maximize the people to get more money helped me be able to. I mean, that was 7 points at the end, you know, but it also helps you, you know, to put out stuff and get all of that done a little bit quicker. I struggle still with getting enough factories out to make the secondary goods to be able to fulfill the contracts easier. I had to buy a lot more stuff.
Mike wins. Leftover money breaks ties on final score. Why wouldn't they say that up there with the final scoring, not in the middle of?
Should be up there.
Anyway, so Mike has $9 left over. I have 3. So Mike actually won. Hashtag good teacher.
That's right.
For me, so Jim over at Punching Cardboard, he is not a fan of this. He says it's too derivative of Terra Mystica. And I definitely get the Terra Mystica vibe. The settlement scoring is identical. There's enough differences here though that it feels like, yes, it borrowed some things, but it feels like it's its own game. I feel like this is definitely lighter than Terra Mystica. But that's not to say that it's a lesser game. I've enjoyed all my plays of it. It's not one that I'm like, I cannot wait to play again, but I will happily play it. If this got selected for Game of the Month, I would be more than happy to do that once a
Yeah,
week for a
same here.
month. But, so, yeah, it's definitely a really solid game. I I'm not going to ever get to a level to where, I'm min-maxing every move that I make. One thing that I will say that I really, really like here is the fact that this is the most dynamic this market has ever been in all of my, 4 plays of it so far. I've never seen anything pegged out. I've never seen so much movement in the market.
I love
any
the
of the games.
market.
The market here is fantastic.
Yes.
I was planning my way through, that's the next contract I want, and it dovetails with the market at this point, so I need to build this on the board.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And that was the whole appeal to me at the very beginning when I heard about this game is player-driven market. So, just a living economy
It's great,
based on
yeah.
what the players are doing. And I think it lives up to it. It's not a huge factor, but the difference between $7 for bread or $15 for bread is
That's a
pretty massive.
That's a big
right?
deal. And whenever it was getting closer to the end of the game, I was trying to decide whether to purchase 2 whiskeys at the same time, and then I was trying to figure out if I would have enough of a chance to get and fulfill a contract before the game was over. So I wanted to try to, maybe get that second barrel of whiskey to be able to do that easier before someone else jacked up the price. So it's something else that you have to take
Yeah,
into
and I was sitting there waiting
consideration.
for you guys to sell cheese, and you didn't sell cheese.
And it wasn't a stalling, although that could
Yeah.
be a tactic. It wasn't. It was more or less just the fact that I was holding on to my cheese in case I needed one of those contracts. But in
That's
case
what I was
you
doing.
guys took contracts that I needed, so I was kind of keeping an eye and playing a game of chicken, but not deliberately just to cost you money, but
No.
it was just a nice side effect of it,
sure.
right?
Sure.
So yeah, a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of knobs and levers to pull. Definitely a thoroughly enjoyable game, I think.
Tony asks if I think I should have taken the port bonus when I could.
As opposed to sitting on it, because you didn't take it
Yeah, I took, that's the only one I took.
as an emergency. So
Right.
this one you took at the end of the game. Or, right? Yeah, right at the
to
end
get
of the
5.
game.
I never took that. It might have made a difference.
It really
yeah,
could
it
have.
could have. But I would have to go back and watch the play to see how much of a
Okay.
difference. But
Yeah.
but it's, I don't do those enough. I don't feel like in
Okay.
my plays I haven't done those enough.
Yeah, I didn't even get a shot at any of them. Just where I was.
Yeah, you were
I was
centrally
right in the middle of the
located
board, and I could. Every time I tried to get out, I got blocked. Crap.
All right, cool. All right. So good stuff. Well, thanks everybody for joining us for the first of 24 Advent streams that we're going to be doing. So if you enjoyed this, there's 23 of these more coming. It's going to be a fun week. Tomorrow is Lagerstätten, Sunday is Oilfield, so hopefully you guys join us. And then on Sunday after Oilfield, we will reveal the weekly look ahead for the next week.
Yep.
So thanks everybody for being willing to do this evening and spend your Friday. And for everybody live, thanks for spending your Friday with us. Hopefully we've made it enjoyable and hopefully have helped either steer you towards or steer you away for the game, whatever fits best with you and your group. If we do either of those things, then mission accomplished.
Yeah.
So cool. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks everybody for Advent number 1 in the
Yes.
books.
Bye
Cool.
everybody.
Say goodnight, y'all.
Good night, John.
Night.
Good night to me, clansman Cave Hinds.
Wow.